We are going to solve one numerical on helical gear design to calculate module and surface hardness, that is BHN, Brinell hardness number of gear. It also includes the information that which formula is on which page number of Bhandari design data book. The numerical says calculate normal module MN of pair of helical gears with 24 teeth pinion. So ZP is 24, rotating at 5000 RPM. So NP, that is number of revolutions of pinion, is 5000 RPM and supplying 2.5 kilowatt power to gear. So power is given in kilowatt, you have to convert it into watt. The gear ratio is 4:1. Face width is 10 times the normal module. So B is equal to 10 MN. While helix angle is 23 degree and normal pressure angle is 20 degree. Gear and pinion are made of hardened steel. SUT, ultimate tensile strength 750 Newton per mm square is given. Gear and pinion are made of same material, so pinion will be weaker in design. The service factor, that is CS or KA, is 1.5. Factor of safety is 2. Gears are made of grade 4 accuracy. Take pitch line velocity as 10 meter per second. So small v, we are going to take 10 meter per second for selection of Barth factor. We are going to determine the dynamic load by Buckingham's equation, hardness BHN of the gears, by assuming factor of safety as 2. So power is given in kilowatt. We are going to convert it into watt. So it is 2.5 into 10 raised to 3 watt. NP, pinion RPM, is 5000 RPM. ZP is 24, that is number of teeth on pinion is 24. G, gear ratio or small I, is 4. Helix angle is 23 degree. Alpha N or phi N, that is our normal pressure angle, is 20 degree. SUT for both pinion and gear is 750 Newton per mm square. CS or KA is equal to 1.5. Factor of safety is 2 and grade 4 is the grade of machining. So we are going to find out error with grade 4. First step is to calculate the number of teeth on gear ZG, right? So gear ratio is ZG upon ZP. We have ZP, we have G. So from this we can find out ZG. So 24 is number of teeth on pinion and 4 is the gear ratio. See, we can find out ZG as 96. This formula you can find on page number 18.1 of Bhandari design data book. Next, we have to calculate the virtual number of teeth. Virtual number of teeth Z dash is Z upon cos cube xi. Right, so Z dash P is ZP upon cos cube xi and Z dash G is ZG upon cos cube xi. So we are just going to put down the values of ZP, ZG and helix angle, that is xi, 23 degree. So we will find out Z dash P, virtual number of teeth on pinion, and Z dash G, virtual number of teeth on gear, which is Z dash P is 30.77 and Z dash G is 123.08. This formula you can find on page 18.2 of Bhandari design data book. Now we are going to find out pitch circle diameter for pinion. Because the pinion is weaker in design, there is same material, so we are not going to find out pitch circle diameter of gear. We are just going to find out the pitch circle diameter for pinion, because both the gear and pinion are made of same material in our numerical. SUT is same, so we will consider pinion is weaker in design. So we'll use this formula which is on page number 18.1 of Bhandari design data book, which says dP is ZP Mn upon cos xi. You know, dP is pitch circle diameter of pinion, ZP is number of teeth on pinion, Mn is normal module and xi is our helix angle. So when I'll put the value of ZP as 24 Mn and value of xi as 23 degree, I'm going to get dP, pitch circle diameter of pinion, as 26.073 Mn. Next we are going to assume face width, but here it is already given face width is 10 times the normal module. So we don't need to assume it. It is already given in the numerical. This formula is on page number 17.11 of the Bhandari design data book. Next, we are going to calculate the bending strength. right? Now bending strength formula is there on page number 18.3 of Bhandari Design Data Book, and it is SUT upon 3. SUT is given in our numerical, which is 750. So I will get sigma B bending strength or bending stress as 250 Newton per mm square. Now fourth step is to calculate the Lewis form factor capital Y, right? So we have already calculated the virtual number of teeth Z dash P, that is 30.77. So I'll put down into the formula of 20-degree full depth involute pressure angle. So Y dash P 0.484 minus 2.87 Z dash P for 20-degree full depth involute pressure angle. Remember, this formula is not given there in Bhandari Design Data Book. For every pressure angle, you have to calculate you have to remember the formula for Lewis form factor capital Y. So I'll get Y dash P after calculation as 0.3907. Next, I have to decide whether the pinion is weaker or gear. Since both pinion and gear are made of same material, so I will consider pinion is weaker in design. Next, I have to calculate the beam strength. Beam strength formula is Mn B sigma B Y dash. Mn I don't have. B, it is given in the numerical as 10 times the normal module 10 Mn. Sigma B I found out as 250, and Y dash I just found out as 0.3907. So once I'll put down everything into the formula of beam strength, that is FB or SB, I'm going to get the value as 976.75 Mn square. This formula is there on page number 18.3 of Bhandari Design Data Book. Since BHN is not given, we cannot find out the wear strength, and ultimately in our numerical they are saying that you have to calculate the surface hardness BHN. So on the basis of beam strength, we are going to calculate the module, normal module. So beam strength is taken as the failure of criterion. So ultimately we are going to for calculation of normal module, we are going to use this formula: beam strength FB is equal to FOS into effective load, that is F effective. So FB is FOS into F effective. This formula we are going to use for calculating our normal module. Step number 7 is to calculate the tangential load. The formula is there on page number 20.12 of Bhandari Design Data Book. DP we have already found out previously from this formula, which is 26.073 normal module. So if I put down the value of DP and NP, which is number of speed of RPM of pinion, which is 5000, then I'm going to get pitch line velocity as 6.82 normal module meter per second. Next, I'm going to get the tangential load as power upon velocity. Power is 2.5 into 10 raised to 3. Velocity I'm going to get a 6.825 normal module. So tangential load will be 366.300 upon normal module. Next, CS or KA is given, which is 1.5, and see, for in the numerical it is said for assumption of Barth factor, assume it on basis of pitch line velocity 10 meter per second. Now you can see velocity, if it is less than 30 meter per second, which is here, which is 10 meter per second, then we have to take CV as 5.6 upon 5.6 plus under root V. So if I put down the value of pitch line velocity V as 10, I'm going to get CV as 0.6391. Effective load, if I put down the values into the formula as 1.5 upon 0.6391 into the value of tangential load, which is 366.25 upon Mn, I am going to get the effective load as A59.61 upon Mn. If I use the other formula, which is the same notation, CS as Ka, PT as FT, CV as KV, only Km is the load distribution factor, which I am going to assume 1 over here, which is not given in the numerical, so I am going to assume 1, which is 1 in the same thing. So I am going to get the answer same. You can see here effective load F effective is 859.72 upon normal module. Now I am going to use the beam strength as FSB or FB is F effective into FOS. We have already found out the value of beam strength as 976.81 Mn square. F effective we have found out as 859.61 upon Mn, and FOS is given 2. So I am going to get the value as 1.21 mm. Now some recommended series of module is given in the table 17.3 of the Bhandari Design Data Book. So I cannot select normal module as 1.21. So I am going to assume it as from the table a proper value as 1.5. A higher value from table I can get it as 1.5. Next, what I'm going to calculate, I'm going to calculate all the dimensions of the helical gear pair. Normal module is 1.5, addendum is 1 mn, which is 1.5, deadendum is 1.25 mn, which is 1.875 mm, face width is 10 mm, which is 15 mm, dp I have to just put down the value of normal module, which is 24 into 1.5 upon cos 23. So I found out as 39.11. Same way I'll get dg, and same way I'll get the center distance as 97.775 mm. Next we have to calculate the tangential load, maximum tangential load, that is Ka Km Ft. Right now, tangential load, we've got the formula as 6.300 upon mn. Mn we have assumed as 1.5, so we are getting the tangential load as 244.2. Right, km we don't have, so we are going to assume 1, and cs or k, service factor, is given in the numerical, which is 1.5. So after calculation I found out maximum tangential load as 366,300. Now I'm going to calculate the error. We are told that we have to calculate by grade 4. Now you can see the formula, phi is equal to mn plus 0.25 under root d. These all formulas are there on page number 17.15 and 17.16 of Bhandari Design Data Book. Now we are going to calculate first for pinion. Phi p is mn plus 0.25 under root dp. I have mn as 1.5 and dp also I have calculated as 39.11. So I will get phi p as 3.063 micron meter. So for grade 4, I will get EP. I have to use this formula for grade 4, that is on page number 17.16 of Bhandari Design Data Book. EP is 3.20 plus 0.25 phi p. Once I'll put down those values, I'll get EP as 3.9659 micron meter. Same way I'm going to do for phi g. Mn plus 0.25 under root dg. dg I have calculated as 156.44. So I will get phi g as 4.63 micron meter. Same way for grade 4 error, I am going to use the formula Eg as 3.20 plus 0.25 into 4.63. I will get the value as 4.3567 micron meters. Next, I am going to calculate EP plus EG. Whatever EP and EG values I have found out, that will be in micron meters. I have to convert it into mn. 1 mm is 1000 microns. So 1 micron is 10 raised to minus 3. So answer will be 8.322 into 10 raised to minus 3 mm. Next, deformation factor. Deformation factor, it is a steel pinion and steel gear, and I have error grade with me. So I'm going to use the formula C is equal to 11500 into E. E I already found out, 8.322 into 10 raised to minus 3. So deformation factor I'm going to get 95.703 Newton per mm. I have to calculate the effective load on the basis of precise estimation of dynamic load by Buckingham's equation. So velocity is pi dp np upon 60,000. I have got dp as 39.11, so I will get velocity as 10.24 meter per second. Remember that 10 meter per second was only for assumption of Barth factor. I have to calculate the new pitch line velocity, which is 10.24 meter per second. If I put down the value of ft max, I am getting as 360. Next, I have to put down all these values into the formula of dynamic load, which is 21V BC cos square xi plus Ft max cos xi upon 21V plus under root BC cos square xi plus Ft max. 21, V is 10.24, B is 15, C is 95.703, cos square 23 plus 366.300 cos 23 upon 21 into 10.24 under root 15 into 95.703 cos square 23 plus 366.300. You have to use the proper BODMAS rule, bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So you will get the answer as 1321.18 Newton dynamic load. Next, I am going to calculate the effective load by Buckingham's equation, which is Ka km ft plus fd. So fd I found out as 1321.18, so I'm going to get the answer of effective load as 1687.48. Next I'm going to calculate the bhn. So for that I have to use the formula for wear strength, which is BQ upon cos square psi. This formula is there on page number 18.3 of Bhandari Design Data Book. Remember, I had to use the formula of wear strength as FOS into F effective. FOS is given 2. F effective I already now found out as 1687.48. So I found out FW as 3374.96. The only unknown value is of K. Right, so once I'll put down all the values into the formula of wear strength, only unknown value is K. So K I am going to get as 3.0466. Since it is the value of K, I have to check whether my FOS is proper or not. So I'm going to put down the value of beam strength and effective load and check whether the FOS is greater than 1 or not, and it is greater than 1, so my answer is correct. Next I have to use the formula for the steel pinion and steel gear. The load stress factor value I have to use it for steel pinion and steel gear, so which is 0.16 bhn upon 100 square. So once I'll do the cross multiplication and proper evaluation, I will get the value of bhn as 436. This is my final answer. Finally guys, these are the steps. First I calculated the actual number of teeth, then I calculated the face width, then a bending strength, Lewis form factor. Fifth step, I had to assume whether the pinion is weaker or gear. Next step, I had to calculate the beam strength. Here the seventh step is not to calculate the wear strength, I had to calculate the BHN. So that step has shifted to step number 16. You can see that here the seventh step is to calculate the tangential load. Next I have to calculate the service factor, load stress factor, Barth factor. Then the 9th step was to calculate the effective load based on preliminary estimation. 10th step was to calculate module. 11th step was to calculate all the dimensions of the gear pair, like normal module, the DP, DG, everything I had to calculate in step number 11. The 12th step was to calculate the maximum tangential load. 13th step was to calculate error, deformation factor and dynamic load FD. 14th step was to calculate effective load based on the precise estimation of dynamic load by Buckingham's equation. 15th step was to check the factor of safety whether it was correct or not, and on basis of that 16th step was to calculate the BHN form, wear strength and load stress factor formula.